Welcome to 334 Sports. I'm Colton Howard.
And I'm Maurice Mitchell.
This week in Aggieland, Texas A&M wrapped up spring football with the annual Maroon and White game in front of a record crowd of 45,212. Returning Heisman winner Johnny Manziel went 24 for 30 with 303 passing yards, 3 touchdowns against an Aggies depleted second-team defense. And now to our reporter in the field, Scotty McIntyre, with Johnny's new right tackle.
Here at Texas A&M Player Development Center with Cedric Aboué, offensive lineman of the Texas Aggies. Now that spring football just ended, how do you feel that the development and the growth of the team has been?
I think we've gone far from where we started at. At first it was a little sloppy, but then as we went on, you saw a lot of the young guys improve, the old guys step up as leaders, so it was pretty good. When
you first started off this offseason, did you and Coach Anderson have any set goals for the end of this spring?
The goals really was to get better. He told me to step up as a leader since I'm one of the old guys and just do the small things better. So that's it really.
What can you talk a little bit about the schedule that you have for the rest of the spring semester going into summer?
Just work out, school stuff, get the grades up, and just basically school and work out. That's it.
How is the transition from right guard to right tackle?
At first it was a little tough, but the spring really helped a lot. So just guys like Jake helped me out, Luke helped me out. So just having them two talk to me helped me out. It made it a lot easier.
All right, great, and thanks. Thanks for doing this, and best of luck next year.
Thank you.
Thanks, Scotty. In other local news, former Texas A&M great Kelsey Bone was chosen 5th overall by the New York Liberty. In Bone's last season in Aggieland, she was able to lead the Lady Aggs to an SEC championship and the round of 32 in the NCAA tournament.
Also looking for success in the NBA draft is Elston Turner. We were able to catch up with Elston earlier this week.
Here at Reed Arena, I'm with senior guard Elston Turner. Elston, can you talk a little bit about what it was like playing here at A&M?
It was a great experience. Just from the standpoint of it's a small or a big school, but it's a small city, so everybody supports you, and I transferred here, so the first thing I learned was what it was to be an Aggie, and I had a great 2 years here.
Can you talk a little bit about the transition from the Big 12 to SEC basketball?
It wasn't that big of a transition as far as playing wise, style wise, but it was different, because you're so used to playing against the Texas and the Baylors and the schools that are in Texas that you form rivalries with. But it was the locations of the schools, the traveling, that was a lot different, from the Big 12 to the SEC.
What's your plan after graduation right in May?
Just working out and hopefully, continue to play professional basketball either here or overseas.
Can you talk about what your schedule is and your training up until the draft and so on?
Just a lot of working out during the weekdays. I'll lift weights, do a lot of agility stuff, and then during the weekends I'll go to Houston and work out with a group of people, with John Lucas, who's he's a great basketball trainer, works a lot of pros, and his son's in the NBA, so he has a lot of connections and a lot of different workouts that he can put us through. So just training and working out and getting my body right and getting ready for the NBA draft.
Sounds great. Well, I appreciate it. Thanks for doing this, and best of luck next year.
Thank you.
Thanks again, Scotty. Great interview. Despite a disappointing season for the Aggies, Turner was able to attain a great individual achievement in being named First Team All-SEC. In other news, the NBA playoffs have begun with the Houston Rockets taking on top-seeded Oklahoma City Thunder and being demolished 120-91.
The other Texas team in the NBA playoffs are the San Antonio Spurs. They defeated the Kobe-less Lakers 91-79 to take a 1-0 series lead.
And that's sports. Thanks for tuning in. You stay classy, College Station.